All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Houston Rockets video for you on Houston Rockets Daily. Real quick, once again, I do apologize for the lack of videos recently. I was in Nashville, so that, I was very busy. We drove there as well. And then I got the flu a couple, 3-4 days ago, and I'm still under the weather very much so, but, the show must go on, the show must go on. So, the Houston Rockets, they've lost several games in a row, but today I want to talk. This is going to be a short video here because I have a bunch of errands I need to do. Happy New Year's to everybody. I think I'm gonna try and stream that Rockets game tonight, and yeah, come to the main channel, Will Upton, if you guys aren't subscribed to there already. But once again, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers and enough pitter patter. Let's get at her. KPJ, I saw this tweet from Rob Kimball. He said KPJ has the best defensive rating on the Rockets this season with a minimum of 100 minutes. And that is honestly very surprising. Very, very, very surprising to me. Now, keep in mind, the Rockets don't have a good defense. I mean, let's just be real here. Let's call a spade a spade. The Houston Rockets defense, for the most part, majority of the time, completely sucks. Completely sucks. But one big thing was, heading into the season, a lot of people were worried about Jalen Green and KPJ on the defensive end, right? I'd even make videos talking about, a John Wall, KPJ, Jalen Green kind of backcourt. Like, you're starting all three of those, but it posed a lot of defensive issues. And then obviously John Wall just didn't play this season. So with Kevin and Jalen being undersized, not really, point guards and shooting guards in our backcourt, there was a lot of concern, potential concern heading into this season with how we were going to be in the backcourt on the defensive end. Well, Kevin is getting better by the day. Jalen's getting better by the day. But what's so impressive for me with Kevin is he's able to do pretty much everything. And I think the injury, I know I talk about this a lot, but I truly think that the injury, the first setback that Kevin went through this season, I honestly think it really just put a ton of things in perspective for him and realized when Kevin plays the best, it's when he isn't thinking and he's just doing and he's just playing. I mean, you saw the step back James Harden-esque 3-point shot in front of LeBron James, the best basketball player on the planet, and then he chirped him after. It's just, you add that, and then LeBron James even came out and said, Kevin and Jalen are one of the most exciting backcourts in the NBA already. I mean, there is a lot of praise for this team, and then when you see just the results, I mean, not even defensively with Kevin, because he's taken such a big leap. I've never viewed Kevin Porter Jr. as a defensive liability, but I've never considered him a defensive clamp. I still wouldn't really consider him a defensive clamp, but he's definitely trending in the right direction. But the fact that he's able to play just good defense every single night and then have efficient basketball games when Daniel Theis is out of the starting lineup. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists for Kevin the other night against the Lakers, shot 47% from the field, and then he shot 56% from downtown. If he's able to remain efficient, which I fully anticipate he will be, since Daniel Theis is out is out of the starting lineup, and we finally have room for spacing, because you can't have Jae'Sean Tate be the 3 guard with Daniel Theis and Christian Wood. You just absolutely cannot. I can't believe that was ever, I can't believe Stephen Silas ever thought that Jae'Sean would be perfect at the 3 spot if Theis is at 5 and Christian Wood's at 4. I just can't understand it. But everything is easier. It's easy to look back at that in retrospect. So, I don't mean to attack Stephen Silas here, but what I'm trying to get at here is the trend that Kevin is on is to a star. I mean, he is on his way to being a star. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, I fully anticipate Kevin Porter Jr. to be a star. I'd even go as far to say I could 100% see Kevin Porter Jr. being a superstar, a franchise type of player where you just fully build around. I mean, he's got that swagger, he's got that demeanor, he's got the heart. That's another important part. A lot of defense is effort and energy, and I think that's why Kevin is thriving right now is because he's going to give it his all every single time he's out there on that basketball court. So, thinking long term with the Houston Rockets on the defensive end, I don't have too many issues because, I view Jay Sean as a good defender. I view Kevin as a solid defender. Jalen's going to be getting there. It's going to be a little inconsistent at times, but he'll get there. And then, Garrison Matthews is, I like him for the heart and hustle, but let's be real, in a couple of years, he's probably going to be at the end of our rotation, and that's a good thing because he's a hell of a basketball player, and if he can be like our 10th man in the rotation, I'm going to be feeling pretty good. Then Christian Wood, defensively, he doesn't really offer me much. He never really has, to be honest with you. So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, I got a bunch of errands I got to do. So let me know some comments down below on Kevin Porter Jr. and his defense. I would love to hear from you guys. And I'll get some more videos out to you guys later today. But like I said, I got to get going. So hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Peace.